Hi world, welcome to another episode of Question the Creative. I'm Travis Ruskus, I'm an artist. I created that just now. It's 5:34 on January 27th, and this is San Francisco. I asked earlier today on the old internet for some of you guys to ask some questions, so we got a couple here I'd like to answer. All right, first question is from Keith. If you see a rock field and it is not your space, how does one get over social anxieties and ask someone else to create in their space? That's an interesting question. There's definitely layers to that. I would say, first off, if you see somebody balancing rocks, I would definitely acknowledge your presence. Maybe do your own little rock stack kind of nearby just to say hello, because they might be in like a really heavy zone of concentration. It doesn't have to be professional, it could be anybody. It could be a grandmother just doing a rock stack. Just be kind of careful if they're kind of feeling the energy, that you don't kind of intrude on it too strongly. I would also say though that if someone is kind of creating this area as their own space, then it's really kind of complicated. You want to make sure that you respect them, but you also want to use the space that's available to everybody. And to say that one person who balances stones has control of a space is just obnoxious to me. Or it's really kind of just upsetting, because stone balancing itself is just dealing with stuff that isn't yours. It's like we're all given the gift to be here in the same environment. So for me, like, even though I'm right here and I create a lot of cool work from here, I don't necessarily own this spot or this is like mine. I like to travel everywhere that I can, and ultimately I think as the world as my studio. So I hope you can see that, and I hope that answers your question. Actually, with that, don't be shy, and really kind of, if you want to learn how to do it, maybe ask somebody like how they did that if you see a really cool balance. I would be more than happy to help you. So if you ever see me in the wild, definitely come up and say hello, and just be real respectful, and I will reciprocate it so that you feel just as great from the interaction. So next question we have from Gloria. What do you do if you're not feeling inspired, or if you can't find the right stones, and how do you get started? So you have the end in mind, or are you drawn to certain stones to start, or some other process? It's a heavy question. There are many layers to that as well, but let's just go with the first one. What do you do if you're not feeling inspired? If I'm not feeling inspired, I kind of take a check and see what it is that's holding me back, because I have had such deep connections when I'm out here doing this and creating, and for me to not feel inspired to go do that, there's really something that's happening. And a lot of times it's just laziness. And there's a great quote out there, I can't remember exactly, but it's something along the lines of by Stephen King: if amateurs sit and wait for inspiration, the rest of us just sit down and get to work. So really just get out there, commit, set a block of time, and that's what I do, and that's how I create stuff like that. So if I can't find the right stones, it's all mental. It's really just kind of a feeling that I have. I don't really like to have too much of a specific design that I want in the end to be, because then I'm not really present in seeing what I have. So thank you. I hope that answers your questions. Guys, submit your questions in the comments below, and I'll answer them next episode and next sculpture. So thank you for watching.